Hey guys, I'm a forester here, and as soon as I started making this video, the neighbor started up a lawnmower. So I'm going to see if I can go ahead and finish it. Hopefully it won't be too distracting for you. But I want to talk a little bit about the vaccine that is being distributed. I think the first shipments went out yesterday. We got our first shipment of, I think, 43,000 doses yesterday on Monday. And more will be coming in. I understand that we'll get somewhere around 250,000 doses by the end of the year. Now that sounds like a lot, but you got to divide that in half because it takes 2 doses per person. So 250,000, it'll be 125,000 or so people. And of course the states are trying to figure out which people will get the dose, will get the vaccine. Now I have a unique situation because of my English teaching online. So I talk with students all over the world, and it's been fascinating to do this and be able to have this discussion. And a lot of them want to talk about 2 or 3 key topics. One being Donald Trump, one being the situation that we find ourselves in, and one being the vaccine. So I ask every single person that I talk to one question: will you take the vaccine when it's available, when it comes out? And I get one of 3 possible answers. There's a few people that say, yes, I will take it as soon as I can get it. There's some that say, no, I won't take it, come hell or high water, I am not taking the vaccine. And then there's some that say, yes, I'll take it, but only after I see some side effects, after I see what the side effects are over a period of time. And just to give you a feel for it, so I've talked to over 400,000, I've talked to over 400 people. It only seems like 400,000, but I've talked to 400 people over the past, say, 7 or 8 weeks. And so that's a pretty good sample. And those 400 people are in 15 different countries. Most of them, the country with the most people I've talked to is Saudi Arabia, and Brazil is number 2. And then the others are just split pretty evenly among 12 or 13 other countries. But about 10% of the people say, yes, I will take the vaccine as soon as it comes out. About 10% of the people who responded to that question, and I haven't had anybody say I'm not going to answer, so everybody has answered. About 10% have said, no, I'm not going to take it. Doesn't matter what, I am not going to take the vaccine. But about 80%, the vast majority of the people who responded to that question said, I will take it, but only after I see the side effects over a period of time. And to give you an example, so I've talked to a wide range of people. I talked to an emergency room surgeon in a hospital in Seoul. He said they've rushed this vaccine to the marketplace too fast. He said, I'll take it after 1 year, after it's been released. So he wanted to see 1 year's worth of data on side effects before he said he would be willing to take it. So that's just a sample of the responses to my question. 15 countries, over 400 people asked that question. What I found along the way, though, was also interesting. People have offered what they're hearing about the vaccine, just offered it up for free. And so what I got was 3 different side effects and 1 reason not to take it. So, for instance, somebody in India told me that there's a home cure in India for COVID-19 if it's in your nasal passage. So their logic is you get infected with it through your nasal passage, and before it gets down into your respiratory system, into your lungs, you can stop it. And the way they stop it, their home remedy, is to dissolve pink Himalayan salt in boiling water, put it in a bowl, put a towel over their head, and 5 times a day inhale this salty water. Pink Himalayan salty water. So that's their home cure, and they swear that it works. It prevents it from going from your nasal passage down into your lungs. Another home remedy, and this was in China, and this was mega doses of vitamin C. Now, supposedly, I don't know the mechanism, but supposedly that cured mild cases at least of coronavirus. We all know that the lockdown was the real cure for coronavirus in China. My daughter went through that lockdown, and they pretty much wiped it out. There's still a few remnant cases, but that was by and large their cure. And then there was another cure, and this one came from Saudi Arabia, but they said that they take ginger and garlic, and that cures coronavirus. Now, my logic on that is that it just causes social distancing. Nobody wants to be within 6 feet of them. So, but that was their cure, was ginger and garlic. The oddest thing that I heard, though, came from Turkey. And the people in Turkey, and one morning, in fact, this was this past Sunday morning, I spoke to somebody from Turkey, and they said they're not going to take it. Absolutely not. No way. Because there are electronic chips in the vaccine that you're being tracked with. They're being injected along with the vaccine, and they're being tracked. Well, that was the first time I had ever heard that. And so I just filed it away for future information. But the next person I talked to was also from Turkey, and same morning, Sunday morning, and they said the exact same thing. They said, you know what we're hearing here in Turkey is that there's an electronic chip in the vaccine. Well, the third person, I said, have you heard that there's an electronic chip in the vaccine? They said, oh yeah, I've heard. So with social media and through, for instance, this program that I'm doing, the tutoring, and social media in general, word gets around all over the globe. And so anyway, those are some of the home remedies, some of the cures, supposed cures, and also some of the rumors going around about this vaccine. But 80% of the people that I talked to said they were not going to take it until there was more data on side effects. And I'm in that camp also. Until I see a little bit of data, they've rushed this thing to market too soon. I'm going to be good with social distancing and wearing my mask. Y'all take care.